What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? I hope you've been absolutely slaying the markets lately. In this video, I'm going to talk about upcoming IPOs and how I trade them. Now, my technique I consider to be brain dead simple, so I thought I may as well share it with you. Now, before I go any further, I just want to say that I am not a financial advisor, so please don't take this as financial advice, nor am I recommending you to buy, sell, or do anything with these stocks that I talk about today. Consider it as education and entertainment purposes only. So, here's an upcoming list of IPOs. This list was created by Hava from public Discord. She decided to share it, and I thought, what better time to make a video about IPOs than now? We've got quite a few coming up, and this is the issue price in cents. So you have some sort of reference when the stock opens up on the day. We have the market cap, which is calculated by the upcoming shares on issue, the new shares coming out, plus existing shares for the company already, and multiply that by the issue price, and we end up with the market cap. That's pretty straightforward stuff. Now, I want to show you guys how I trade these IPOs. Now, not all IPOs are interesting. Here's AWJ when it IPO'd on the 12th of February. It did sweet fuck all. It opened up at 1 o'clock and just did nothing. There was probably a pip or two for an opportunity there, but really it was quite underwhelming and it just didn't do much. It's not that interesting. So my criteria when I look at an IPO, I don't care what it is. I don't care what it does. I don't care who's involved. I don't care about the market cap. I literally don't give a shit about anything about the company except whether or not it's gapping up. Here's an example of DEL today. The issue price was 20 cents. It gapped up to, I think it was about 46 cents about half an hour before it opened, and it was ticking down. Eventually it opened up at 37 cents, which is almost 100% of the issue price. Any stock above 25% for an IPO is usually going to get attention. And it's always in the first few minutes. So here's an example. It opened up at 37. There was an opportunity to close out at 40 or 39.5. So there's a few ticks of profit there, right? So we got 37, 37.5, 38, 38.5, 39, 39.5. That's about 5 ticks of potential profit, whether you do $10 a tick, $20 a tick, $100 a tick, whatever it is, whatever tickles your fancy. There's also usually a lot of liquidity to exit the stock, so I find that I can put on some reasonable size onto IPOs if they've got interest. And we've got an example here of EZZ. Again, same sort of situation. There was an interest, it gapped up 66 to 74. And then we got ART, of course, which is Airtasker. This one was quite popular. There was a huge wall in the order book at $1. There was a lot of interest. It shot up from $1 to $1.16. So there's, more realistically, there's probably about 14 ticks of profit there. So that's effectively the strategy for me. It's brain dead simple. I find IPOs that have gap ups because if they've got gap ups, they've got interest. Now, I haven't been able to ever short an IPO, doesn't matter the platform. So I imagine shorting is just not really a thing on the open. It's just people with the shares that are currently holding in the IPO during the issue price that are selling out onto the market. And then of course there's a demand, just a pop in demand. And then it's just about riding that momentum for me. That's what I do. That's how I traded Dell, that's how I traded ART, and that's how I'll continue trading absolutely every single IPO until it stops working. Now, is this a guaranteed thing? No, of course not. Nothing's a guaranteed thing. There's no real guarantee of making money in the markets in anything, really. But there is a very high likelihood that in the opening action of a stock that's gapping up quite nicely for an IPO, will tend to rally, and there is a scalping opportunity there, and it really is about reading the order book, which if you haven't seen, I've got a video on that as well. I'll link it in the comments section below if you're not sure how to read the order book or what that entails. So if you learned anything today about this absolutely brain dead simple technique, please do hit that sub button. I appreciate that a lot. Otherwise, happy scalping out there, ladies and gentlemen.